this video, I am discussing who are the players of Wall Street. I am Annaline Dinkelman, the owner and founder of Teach Me Wall Street, and we are doing a series of videos every day in April because it is Financial Literacy Month. We have a special page on our website with all the Financial Literacy Month activities, and upcoming, we actually have a class for adults. The class is free, Wall Street 101, the weekend of April 29th and April 30th. It's a 4-hour workshop from 1 to 5. So if you know anyone that's interested in Wall Street or feel you didn't learn it in school, this is a great opportunity to learn. So now, my dears, back to who are the Wall Street players. You and I are actually part of Wall Street players. When we talk about Wall Street, it's the capital markets, where people with money, and we are the investors, and people looking for money, companies or the government are looking for people with money. So this is where we meet. So up first, you see the Shark Tank. They are venture capitalists, angel investors, people investing in the early stages of a company before a company goes public. Very often when you have angel investors or venture capitalists, they will also provide business advice and mentoring for people that are starting a new company. And then my favorite, the New York Stock Exchange, downtown on Wall Street. This is where the business happens, the buying and the selling of the stocks. In Times Square, we have the NASDAQ. Both the New York Stock Exchange and the NASDAQ provide the trading, the marketplace for the buying and the selling. At the New York Stock Exchange, they still have people in person. The NASDAQ, since it started in 1971, was all electronic. Then the investment banks, a big player of Wall Street, and where many of our students will be going to work once they graduate college. So Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, you have many more players in this space, but these are the big names. The government is also part of Wall Street. You have the Treasury Department. You also have the Federal Reserve Bank. And this year, you've probably listened to them a little bit more because they are the people raising or lowering the interest rates, trying to curb inflation. The regulators, the policemen of Wall Street. The most important is the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC. When you work with money, very often you have bad players. So the SEC is there to oversee the rules and help make the rules and regulations to keep everyone in tow. And you've probably heard a lot in March, the FDIC, the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. They started in 1934, and they are there to provide insurance for your deposit in the bank in case your bank goes bankrupt. Luckily, bankruptcies does not happen a lot, but they do happen. And then the credit rating agencies, they help us evaluate and compare stocks. There is that much information and this little time to evaluate companies and decide which one is the best. So the credit rating agencies classify companies A, B, or C. So just like your grades in school, if you're an A student, it's good. If you're a C student and you want to do better, you can. But companies, the same thing, A, B, or C, grading them. And then financial media. Since the beginning of time, news and information about the stock market is important. And my favorite media, Bloomberg. Founded by Mayor Bloomberg, the former mayor of New York. He created Bloomberg in the 1980s. And for me, that is the most trusted source of information. My other favorite is the Wall Street Journal newspaper, created by Charles Dow and his partners in the 1880s. Not many companies are around for over 100 years. And then Wall Street television or programs about the stock market, also very popular nowadays. CNBC is excellent. CNN also has a lot of coverage. And then there are a few other business programs in the different cable channels that I sometimes watch. Don't forget the lawyers. Very often there are lawsuits And a lot of the things, the paperwork that you need to complete on Wall Street, complicated. So you need the lawyers that understand all the laws and regulations who help you deal with the paperwork. And finally, the insurance companies. You can take out insurance for everything. And you probably don't think of, like when you have life insurance, it's part of a financial services company. Your mortgage insurance, all the insurance that you have, health insurance, it's all part of the financial services industry. Please share this with anyone you know that could be interested. And like, subscribe, and stay in touch, Facebook and Instagram. And remember, we have our summer camps upcoming in June, July, and August.